Hello, greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So, we're starting off Biomutant today. I've never really normally stream gameplay and stuff like that, most because I'm not a particularly good gamer or anything like that. But I've been intrigued by this title. I was a big fan of kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day. And they had a role-playing game in the 80s that was like called had various different settings, and one of them was called After the Bomb, and this kind of reminds me a bit of
to Biomutant.
some of the shenanigans there. So we're going to start a new game. Right, this is the difficult one because I mostly play on easy. A lot of people have different things going on. I'm dyslexic, and my particular form of dyslexia is my hand-to-eye coordination isn't very good, which means I quite often suck at video games. But I kind of just want to have a little play around for the first playthrough. Maybe if I play through it a second time, I might persuade myself to put it onto medium. Never difficult though. Yeah, so
encode your DNA.
This is Biomutant. This is what I like about it. You get to like choose various different furry critters that you can be, and let's just see. I'm just checking the stream now, and just right, we seem to be broadcasting okay. Right. So, Primal is a nimble developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of developed lesser intellect. A lesser developed intellect, can't even read. A Dum-Dum is the least developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid offshoot that compensates the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. A Rex is an extraordinarily developed anthropomorphic breed. I'll never say that word right. A hybrid outcast with even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. The Hyla, look at this smiley guy here, is a regenerative developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them extremely tough and resilient. Fip is a breed renowned for a highly involved mind. He looks clever, doesn't he, though? Its genius is directly interlinked with the power of Ki, which amplifies its psionic output. And the Murgle. A Murgle is the definition of an idealized breed. Its evolutionary lineage has gone in the direction where form and appearance has dominated over function. I'm going to go with Rex. Oh, we can spin him around. Look at that. His little flippy tails. I think the Rex has got the best tail as well, hasn't he? Attributes. Define your starting attributes. See more detailed explanations.
Define your genetic structure.
So, you basically move this, and this kind of changes how your character goes. So, I was tempted to be like a big brainy guy, uses magic. Big chunky guy, like charismatic ones. Look at that, right? He looks more charismatic, doesn't he? And the stronger you get, the smaller your ears go. Yeah, it's I feel we like this guy, don't we?
Choose a genetic resilience.
Right, I've seen a few things about this, so it's kind of it helps you be resistant to what area you're going into. But I have seen a few things online that one of the places where you can get stuff to give you more resiliences are quite common in the biohazard dome. And since the game's called Biomutant, let's be more resilient to. Let's pump up our bioresistance.
Choose your first style.
Big questions there. It's alright being a circle, but I feel like this is one of the ones where I feel like it should be on a. This one should be on a more of a slide rather than a circle, because it's kind of like, well, have I actually seen them all? Have I missed one? Yeah, we're making tough decisions here. Let's go for this solid thing or these swirly patterns.
Pick your main color.
Right. So the
Choose your detail color.
ooh, yep. There's no like. So solid black. I'm not keen on that. Right.
Pick your main color.
I go back.
Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
It's tough choices you got to make in life, you know. Well, that's clash. That's clashes. That's so really radioactive. Right.
Pick a class.
Ah. Let's
Commando.
see.
Deadeye.
The Deadeye. Some more guns. The big sword. Clips through his arm.
Commando.
Yo.
Psy-Freak. Saboteur.
There was supposed to be another class for pre-ordering for the
Saboteur.
let's see. So the Saboteur is called the Mercenary. Doesn't seem to be here. Take a look. So
Sentinel.
is this guy's extra tough. So we might have a. Should we just be a tough guy? In this one?
Saboteur.
Or should we go?
Saboteur chosen.
Let's go Saboteur. Okay.
Good choice.
Thank you. But I'm sure you say that to everyone.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road
choose a
where you
path.
make a choice or simply stop.
Right. Now, am I going to be...
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Well, a Saboteur. A reflection of a key, the primal energy. Yeah. I'm dark red, as in strength and power. Colour me light blue for freedom and loyalty. I think as a Saboteur we're going to go...
Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh,
I'm
hello.
the dark side of you. Your
Are
inner
you
voice,
really?
to be precise.
All right.
An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Well, that's delighted to know that, old chap. Maybe if you're going to speak like that to me, maybe I'm not sure if dark is for me. Or maybe I am one with the darkness. I was born within it.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
Okay.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Of course you are, old chap.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
In the right direction. Oh, we're going left, mate. Alright. Oh, that's a bit harsh. My aura is somewhat dark. We told him we're going this way, but I fooled you, we're going to go this way.
Right is always right.
Right is always right, apparently. Oh, don't like that.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters meat. Examine the good note.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Oh. Poor little Gnote. I'm not sure I'm reading this green next to all this very green. Oh. That's a furo. Oh, come on. I'm not getting this parry timing right. Oh God, I thought that so soon, Richard. Yeah. Viper bite. Oh. Have at thee.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
In the hole. Yeah, I think making the character that bright green, maybe, yeah. May not be the wisest decision, especially how lush all the background seems to be. I suppose it might depend on different areas, but at the moment it's a bit clashy.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Alright, it's gonna glow. Alright, what's going on here? Ooh. I've seen these kind of films.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. What a blow!
Have at thee. No, no loot, no loot, no loot. Let's be roll. Let's jump. Let's roll. Oh. Not sure what that did. Is that a block? Oh yeah, parry. Toss it. Electric module. It's buzzing, mate. Buzzing. Let's see. So I press square to equip it. Oh. Ah. Around the bend. Oh. Some pills.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Slash and dash. Made the kill.
Oh. Right, now I can loot people. Let's see. Right. I've picked up this, whatever this is supposed to be. Oh. Ah. Ouch. Ah, he's got me. Oh. Oh, more pills. Doesn't look safe down there, does it? Not sure if shooting, if stabbing barrels might be the safest course of action. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, maybe being bright green wasn't the best. Look at this. I suppose it's camouflage. I presume. The AI doesn't know what camouflage is. Hello? Defeat the iron wall. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay. Well, hello to you too. More pills. We're solid. Look at it. Level 2.
You've been working out.
You've been working out. Put some strength up. Alright, I think we're doing more dual wielding. Oh my god. These are some melee attacks. We've got no idea. Single. Right. So let's add this unstoppable pig to this. So it's square, square, triangle. All right. Yeah, let's learn this. Well, first we learn. Oh, we don't have the. We could have learnt a perk instead. So I've got a clencher stabby. Right. Let's we can dive in deep in this inventory stuff at some other point. Let's just run around for now.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
An old world clawbar. There's no crows in the future, so I have to call this. You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input whilst it is shown will trigger your special attack. Right. Okay. Where are you telling me to go? Alright, okay. Okay.
That pipe looks weak. The clawbar should come in handy.
Right, so your clawbar is an interactive tool, not a weapon.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Yeah, I meant to do that. Well, no going back anyway now, mate. Let's oh. Ooh. Can I roll it off of me? Nope.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Ow.
Slice and dice.
Unstoppable pig! Unstoppable pig! Unstoppable pig! I've got bioblobs. You can use bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time, accessing the mutation part of the menu. Oh my god. So So I can upgrade resistances. To use moth mouth. Let's see. Don't have any side points. So we're going to have +10. So we're gonna save these in case we need to go into an area. Then we could just upgrade that area, can't we? Or maybe until we get something like get some greater points for some of these bigger skills. Ooh, look at that, that looks cool. We have to punch people in the mud. I'll turn into a turtle. Right. Yeah, so we'll save them. Okay. What's this?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Found a puzzle. Okay.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear
Toxinol sounds
industries
like they could be quite
generated tons
bad
of
guys.
waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake.
It's only then.
They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Oh.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
No.
It's
Never want
coming
some
from
pew
behind
pew
that
coming on.
door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Okay. Is a brain melt a good thing?
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Alright. Okay. So it's white to white, yellow to yellow.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Oh, I've just put it the wrong way around. White to white, yellow to yellow. With one move left.
There you go.
Thank you. A drink. It's cool. I matched my grasshopper as well. I don't know. I think I might be a bit too green. Out of date. Okay.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
The wheeled one.
Swoon. Dead already. Cutting edge.
Oh.
Chop, chop.
Oh, there's more of us though.
Get out of here. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Let's gather loot before the backup arrives, mate. Yeah. It's a tongy tickly, so is it like a Parma Violet? Any more loot? Any more loot? Any more loot? That's not where I came from. Right. Can't get on that rope. Alright, okay.
He wants to thank you for taking his
I'm
side
in
against
Star
the
Wars now.
scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just
Whoa.
can't figure out why.
I think I've heard of him in Jabba's palace.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
A bit like
He
me,
doesn't
really.
seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Did you say fuck?
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
A scar?
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
Oh no.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we could have done with some, like, a new friend request. I feel like we could have done with some, like, close-ups in that dialogue scene, just to get, you know, some emotion across. It just seems a little bit distant. Wait. Sell this.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
I don't think she cares, or I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
The potato people?
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
No, I think potato people is better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Okay. Is this the glitter glass? I don't know. Am I heading off in completely the wrong direction here? Jesus. This is a quest for some grass, isn't it?
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
Where is it? Where is it?
The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
So this is a potato person then. Hello, potato person.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Right, I've never done anything else.
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
How many does it need?
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say.
Right, good to know.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. So I can go on all fours and move faster than just flipping around like I have been doing. Wow, that's a big spurt from one potato.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us.
Oh dear.
You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Well, she only cares about Wung Fu.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
The end of days.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage.
Right.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Okay.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Okay.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
It was a Porky Puff.
He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the Porky Puff is particularly personal. It was that carnivorous beast that took his leg.
Oh dear.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Thank you. Okay.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Alright, now I can get the rope. Rope climbing XP there.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Aha. And here you go. Here's the opening title screen. We've got a trophy.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
That'll be me.
Let's see.
Alright, so that's fast travel. Okay. Well, seems to be able to climb some of that. Put them. Yeah, look, let's stay away from that.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Oh yeah.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Oh. It's 2 halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things. On the Force, at times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Okay.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Right. Oh, I'm supposed to be a bad guy, but...
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Now, take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Right, these two are going to carry on fighting. Gain the side points.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Oh.
Out of Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there's two nearby. The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice, as they seek to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
All right.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Okay.
In Jagni's case, letting the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life is part of their plan. They believe a cleansing is the only way the world can be saved. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. So I can place my waypoint there, and that'll point me in that direction. Side powers. Blaze, which put a file, trail of file behind me, or press down the input you have bound to this ability and it will teleport you in the direction you are moving. Print a shockwave where you appear. I like that as well. So to get lightning, he needs to be good guy. Telekinesis. Levitate. Right. To use an ability, press the button it's bound to while holding onto left 2.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Let's see. Is it under this bridge? Oh yeah. Right, we're going to just stop broadcasting. I hope you've enjoyed this little beginning. I'm just going to carry on, but yeah, this is Biomutant.